Welcome to the second tutorial of the series How to make a basic 2D game on Unity. After you download the assets which are provided in the description box in the previous video, select all these assets and drag and drop onto this assets folder in order to import all the assets. It may take some time. Alright. Open sprites. Select this. This is the image which contains multiple images of T-Rex. So the sprite mode must be multiple. And go to sprite editor and select the sprites which you needed for the animation of T-Rex which is running. Alright, T-Rex is standing still now. T-Rex must lift its leg in order to run like this. And and select the next one, which is this. Alright, as of now we need these three sprites to animate T-Rex running. Apply. Alright, we got these two sprites, and drag and drop into the hierarchy in order to display the T-Rex on the screen like this. We can scale it up in order to display bigger. I'm sorry, this is in debug mode. Let me change into normal mode. Okay, scale it up to like 2 by 2. Alright, we can see this now. And select this, go to animation. If you don't have this, go to window, select animation here. Alright, okay, we need to add property, so name this animation as running. Alright, select the sprite and drag and drop onto this. Sorry, here and here somewhere. Okay, let me set the sample rate to 10. It is enough. And put this here and here. And before that, you need to set this as legacy. Go to debug and I'm sorry, we have to set here. Okay, let's see the animation. I'm sorry, I just played the same T-Rex twice, so it's tapping the same leg twice, and on and on. Delete this, place this here, and place this here. Alright, let us see. Alright, it is animating, so it's moving. If we move the terrain, it looks like animation. It's like running. Alright, now we have to make this thing jump. In order to make it jump, we need to write a script. So select this, add a component, which is a script, new script. We'll write it in JavaScript. and name it as controller. Press enter and open it up by double clicking on that. Alright, it's ready. Let's write our first script. Let's make a new variable var jump height, which is equal to some 5. Okay, and in update, let me tell you something about this script. This function start is executed one time in the beginning. Function update, it is executed every frame when we are playing. What we write here is executed in every frame. So when we click or press space, it must be jumping. Okay, let us put like that. If input dot get key down, key code dot space. This code refers to if we press on space, I mean input dot get key down key code space. If we press space, the following code will be executed. Alright. If you press space, what happens is get component dot rigid. I'll tell you after writing this. Rigid body 2D and dot velocity dot y equals to jump height. Okay, what is this? I'll explain you by showing in Unity. Before jumping, it needs a land to jump on it. So let's create a null game object which is empty, and let's add a component which is physics 2D and a box collider. This is just a collider which collides with any object with a box collider or circle collider. So let's select this. The game object is here, so let's put it at its feet and let's increase its scale in X like this. Okay, this is our land to jump. In order to have the same properties, it needs box collider, physics 2D, box collider. Alright, and that's it. And it must have some weight, so we need to take rigid body. So this is rigid body, there is gravity and all. Okay, let's check this. Okay, alright, it's not falling down because of gravity, because it's resting on the base, which is the game object. Let's rename this as the land. Okay, and now what is this? This takes the component of the dinosaur, I mean T-Rex, which is the rigid body 2D, and takes its velocity in the direction of y to jump height, which is 5. Alright, let's check this. Now it will be working. See, it's jumping. When I press 2 times, it's going on jumping like this. This is not valid. Okay, let me erase this bug. In order to do that, let's create a new variable called falling, which is false. I'm sorry, false in default, and when it is jumping, the falling must be true. So let's make falling equals to true. Alright, when it is on the ground, we must make falling as false. In order to do that, we can write a function which is on collision state to D. The name says it all. This function will be executed in every frame where there is collision between this T-Rex and any other box collider. When it is on the land, this function will be executed. So falling must be false because it is on the land. I'm sorry, there was a mistake. I forgot this condition. And falling must be false in order to execute this block of code. Alright, let's save it and check this out. See, it's not working when I press again and again. Alright? This is how it works. When I press space again and again, it doesn't work until it touches the ground. Alright, now we need to make this thing move in forward direction. In order to do that, we need to give a velocity or a transform statement. Transform dot translate vector 3 right. It's going in the right direction. Alright, into, let me explain this after I type the code. Set it, which is speed hub. Let's take 5 into time dot delta time. Alright, this statement means we are taking the transform component of this T-Rex, which is this. We are accessing the transform and we are translating it in the direction of right. Vector 3 means it is 3D. We can take vector 2 also, it works right. And into player prefs. Player prefs is player prefabs which stores some values like setInt, which stores the value 5 into speed. This value can be accessed anywhere by writing playerprefs.getInt speed. So we can use the speed in other scripts as well. So into time.delta time, it multiplies time into the speed so that it goes in a way. I'm sorry, there's a mistake. We cannot set int here because it sets the integer every frame. So we have to put getInt the speed. In the starting, we have to set int. So player prefs dot set int till speed, which is 5. Okay, we can retrieve this here, save this, and let's see the preview. It is actually moving and falling down because there's no box collider afterwards this space. Okay, it is moving. Alright, we have to move this land and man camera with T-Rex. So in order to do that, let's make land as the child of man camera so that it moves with this. Alright, and main camera. For the main camera, we need to write a script. new script, and let's make it as cam runner. Writing this in C#. Create and add. Alright, open this. Alright, this is C# code. Here it is similar to JavaScript, but we have classes here. Everything is same, like start, update, etc. Here we have to provide a translate to the cam, which is the speed, which is equal to that of Trex's. Copy this and paste it in update so that it is moving. Save this. Let's check this out. See, we can see this in scene preview. The cam and the box and the T-Rex are moving like this. Alright, this is for the tutorial, and in the next tutorial we can see adding the background and making it infinite. Thank you. Stay tuned.